Hi guys, it is Monday, November 17th, and I think it's 17th, and this is the lesson from Friday. So if you were not here Friday, would you go and get the packet that is on the closet door under your hour? Should have your name and hour on the packet. If it's not there for some reason, then the sub should have extra packets that look like this: writing linear equations from situations and graphs. If you were here Friday, stop this video and go to the next one. But if you are not here, this is for you. Okay, just pause and then go get your packet and then start again. All right, welcome back. This is writing an equation in slope-intercept form. So remember, this is the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. Now, we got to remember what the m equals. Your m is your slope. That is your constant rate of change, what is happening every single time. And b is your y-intercept, what is happening only one time, okay? So what is the input variable x for this situation? Let's first of all make sure you spend the moment reading this. So go ahead and pause me and go ahead and read that. Okay, the x in this situation, what is the x? What is this x representing? What's the variable? What can change each time depending on this scenario? And you're right, it's the number of hours that Greta goes in and works on the equipment, or works with the equipment. So number of hours. Now, as the number of hours change, what happens to the y? So if she has different amount of hours, your y is your total cost. So when Greta goes in for 10 hours one time, she's going to have a certain cost. And if she goes in, 20 hours the next month, she's going to have a different cost. So your y is your total cost. Now, during April, Greta does not use the equipment at all. What will be your number of hours? Well, if she doesn't use it at all, she doesn't go in, so that's 0. But what is her cost still? What is happening once a month, no matter if she uses the equipment or not? And that's that $15 a month. So her cost is still 15. What will the y-intercept be? 15. Because she's still paying the 15 whether she uses it or not. Now, she spends 8 hours in May for the cost of $15 plus 8 times 3. This is an equation already that they set up for you. So 24 plus 15 is 39. So her cost for May was $39. In June, she spends 11 hours. So go ahead and figure out how much will she spend for June's use of the equipment and the $15 a month membership fee. So you're saying $8 times, 11 times 3 plus 15, and that's 33 plus 15, so that should be 48. So now her price or her cost went up in June because she used the equipment more. Now from May to June, what's the value in the change in the x values? The x value told us earlier was the number of hours. So in June, she had 11 hours, and in May, she had 8 hours. So she increased her time 3 hours. But also in May, what's the change in the y, which she told us the total cost? Well, June was 48, and May was 39. So 39 to 48 is $9. You don't need the dollar sign. Well, you could at this point if you want. What is the slope? Now remember, the slope is the change of y over the change of x. Now we haven't really talked about this, but that delta sign that you saw before in the videos, that means the change of. So the change in y, which is 9, over the change of x, which is 3, equals 3. So use the values of m and b to write this equation. So here's your slope, m is 3. Your b up here was 15. So you need your equation, y equals 3x plus 15. What this whole scenario did was set you up to find the slope and find the y-intercept. What I'd like for you to get really good at very quickly is finding it just from the scenario. What's happening every single hour, no matter how many hours? Well, she's getting charged $3. That's the constant rate of change. She's constantly getting charged $3 an hour. That's not changing. Oh, what happened to my... Ooh, okay. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Okay, 15 is once a month membership fee. Okay. So that is the equation for Greta using the kiln at the Crafty Studio. So now we can quickly say, all right, if she uses it for 10 hours, 10 times 30 is 10 times 3 is 30, plus 15 should be 45. If she uses it for 20, so she can figure out monthly what her cost is. Okay, here. This is another scenario. Go ahead and pause and take a moment to read this example and look at the graph. All right, in order to solve this, you have to look at the graph because there's not enough information here. They want us to write it in slope-intercept form. So we're going to write y equals mx plus b. I always think it's really good to start with that because then we can just fill in information. Now, our y. Now, what is our, I think the y-intercept, if it's given to us, is the easiest one to find. Right now, the y-intercept is 8 because that's where it's crossing the y-axis. Now, our slope. Our slope is the distance between the 2 points. Now, these points here are not directly on the line, so I would be really cautious about using these. In fact, I really wouldn't. I would find 2 points that you can tell exactly what the ordered pairs are. So this one and then this one. These don't estimate. Don't estimate. You can get into a lot of trouble with that. Sometimes we have to, but in this case you don't because this is another point you can use. Now, how far up and how far over? Watch this though. You watch your increments. 8 to 18, that's 10. And then 0 to 8, that's 8. So we have our slope is 10 over 8. Now simplify it down to 5/4. So we have 5/4 x plus 8. Okay, let's look at the info here though. All right, this is a video club cost. So it costs you $8. And in fact, let's go down here on number 2. Describe the meaning of the y-intercept. It's going to cost you $8 to be a one-time membership fee. So the $8 is the one-time membership fee. Make sure you're writing this down with me. Okay, now, the thing is now the slope. Let's talk about the slope. We're talking about money here. You're not going to call up a video club and say, how much is your rent per DVD? They're not going to say, I mean, you could do that, but they're not going to say 5/4 of a dollar. So what is 5/4 of a dollar look like in money? Because they're not going to say 5/4 of a dollar. They're going to give you an actual price per DVD. So our slope is going to be our DVD price. So we can actually rewrite this. 5/4 is what when you're talking about money? I hope you said $1.25. Great. So really, this would make more sense in our equation. If we had to graph it, we'll then teach you how to graph it, change that to a fraction. But you are changing that to a mixed number, which is 1 1/4, which is $1.25 when you're talking about money. So our slope means it's $1.25 per DVD rental. All right. Now I want you to go ahead and try this one, your turn. Pause me, try it, and then check your work. Okay, what's happening here, here's the amount on a gift card, number of coffees. Notice it's going down, which makes sense. If you start with $25 on a gift card, you're starting with $25. So that is your y-intercept. And then you're subtracting $2.50 for every medium coffee that you buy. So you could write this 2 different ways. Our constant rate of change is a negative $2.50 because that's what it's going down, first of all, and that's what you're taking away. How many medium coffees, we don't know, but we're starting at $25. Or if you really think about this scenario, this would be your slope-intercept form. If you rewrite it this way, you're going to find the same answer. Basically, if you start with a $25 gift card and you subtract $2.50 each time you buy a medium coffee. So you can think of it this way too. This would be your slope-intercept form. This could also be rewritten this way just for logical reasons. All right, that's what we did on Friday. So go ahead and stop this and get ready for the next video, which is going to then cover page 129.